In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control, even over his own will.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am the True Icarus, and today, we're going to be continuing the new series, Cursed Planet. From stockpiling enough nuclear weapons to destroy itself, to having the most breathtaking places, the Earth is a pretty crazy planet. "30 years. Doesn't seem like long compared to all of time, but I have not reached this point yet, for I am 27. Just in my lifetime, the world has changed so very much. Going from landlines to, like, robot police dogs.
Meet DigiDog, the newest member of the NYPD's Technical Assistance Response Unit. Yes, a robot dog.
Robot soldiers. Robot chefs. Robot mailmen.
Task. One of the big ones is package delivery. You might imagine that there's going to be Fleets of autonomous vehicles on the roads.
Robot nurses.
Meet Moxie, the robot.
Hello.
A high-tech nurse's helper rolling through hospitals around the country.
Robot planes.
Around the world, all kinds of eVTOLs are being developed. Cargo carriers, air ambulances, and a whole lot of air taxis. Some with a pilot, some without.
Jet bikes. Jetpacks. I mean, heck, we even have giant 60-foot tall Gundams. Like, what is going on? Self-driving, smart everything. How did we get here? And more importantly, where does this lead?
But the reason we're at a pivotal point in history is because now we've decommissioned natural selection. You know, this notion that we are now the chief agents of evolution, right? We now get to decide who we become.
Growing human organs inside genetically altered pigs.
Picture the scene. A herd of woolly mammoths, genetically engineered back from extinction.
Nana and Lulu were the world's first gene-edited babies.
If I had the device removed, I wouldn't feel complete anymore. It has become a part of me mentally.
Ingestible technologies are technologies that you swallow. One example is microrobots.
So if you have the opportunity to stand next to one of these machines, it is an awe-inspiring thing, at least for me. It feels like an altar to an alien god.
Meanwhile, Bill Gates is backing the first high-altitude experiment of one radical climate change solution, creating a massive chemical cloud that could cool the Earth. It's called solar geoengineering.
Technology, like any tool, can be used for good or bad. Perhaps it is our nature to destroy ourselves with things.
Floating out in the Pacific Ocean, covering an estimated area of 5,800,000 square miles, is the world's biggest dump.
The average inhabitant of Earth eats and inhales 330 microparticles of plastic per day. Microplastic is found in polar ice, tap water, beer, honey, salt, sea turtles, and mosquitoes.
Forever chemicals are usually per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS, which are thousands of chemicals known for being water, heat, oil, and corrosion resistant.
Marine scientists say they have identified in the Pacific Ocean more than 25,000 barrels that they believe contain the toxic chemical DDT.
You've got LA and San Diego within 75 miles and 8.5 million people living in the area. And smack dab in the center of it all is tons and tons of nuclear waste.
By trying to do good, I mean, we haven't even started talking about all the military technologies. These are just public ones. I'm not sure if anyone realizes how much like Star Trek or Star Wars the reality we live in is. It's getting pretty crazy at this point. I like technology, but I don't necessarily want other people to subjugate me.
A Florida teenager has been incessantly harassed by local police after they've decided to start using this predictive policing method.
So, picture your life in a place where everything you do, what you buy, how you behave, is tracked. The government gives you a score, and the score is a measure of how trustworthy you are as a citizen and determines what you're allowed to do, like ever. Boarding a train, getting a mortgage, all goes back to this score. It's called social credit.
Or change me on a cellular, genetic, technological level.
We are probably one of the last generations of Homo sapiens. Within a century or two, Earth will be dominated by entities that are more different from us than we are different from Neanderthals or from chimpanzees.
So possibly we can use human engineering to make it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat, to certain kinds of bovine proteins. And there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you will become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering.
Especially if I'm not the one in control of said software, BioWare, genetic modifications, whatever.
Have
Have you folks heard of deep brain stimulation? Man, it's some wild stuff. Doctors have been able, by stimulating a specific part of the brain, to basically cure major depression.
Instead of trying to increase the amount of some of the chemicals in the brain that go through the whole body, which are neurotransmitters, this treatment directly acts on the neurons.
Do you guys trust Amazon or like Walmart? You gonna go get a Walmart mod, an Amazon mod? I don't know if I'd want them in my brain. Technology divides us. Everyone's so lonely now.
Psychology Today article going viral now, saying that we are seeing a rise in lonely single men.
Nearly 1 out of every 3 American adults reported having symptoms of anxiety or depression this summer.
Transmaxing is the act of transitioning to another gender in hope that it may help you to escape inceldom.
The CDC says that 100,000 people died of drug overdoses over the past year.
I mean, even me, I'm sitting here in front of a screen, making this for you to sit in front of a screen and watch. 100 years ago, this would have been impossible. It's unbelievable how much has changed. The future of mankind should be determined by the people who are living now. Not some people, the people, all of us. Not just some random scientists or individual companies deciding for everyone arbitrarily what is going to happen and how we are going to be steered. I want to have a say in the future. I need to have a say in the future. What about you? Most people will sit and use technology to escape, to hide from reality, to hide from things they feel, to help fill insecurities, or even to live a life they can't. Like I said before, I like technology, but haven't we all wasted far too much time while the world burns? I'm no better. I've spent a large portion of my time playing video games, learning computer stuff, messing around on the internet. I don't know. Technology is even now out of the control of us, its creators. I can't operate most machinery that exists in the world, can you? Much less create it from scratch? Good luck. It seems to me that we are in a stage right before a great collapse.
Since the beginning of 2022, there's been 55 mass death events.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
They are really sad scenes we're seeing, but it's all too familiar. A similar incident happened the day before. What's going on?
We don't know. We simply do not know. So whale strandings are a mystery because if we knew why and when they would happen, we'd try and prevent them, but we just don't. Yeah, and the fact that this stranding yesterday occurred the same day as a previous stranding 2 years ago involving the same species is interesting. But also the fact that there was 14 sperm whales in a similar location stranded a day before that. What's going on?
If all of the people who knew how to manufacture the machines or repair them were to not be able to pass on their knowledge, we would all be like thrown back to the Dark Ages. And most of us don't even know how to do things from the Dark Ages, neither do our parents or our parents' parents. That knowledge has been lost too.
What state is Utah in?
Michigan?
Yes. You know what state Utah is in?
Utah, to be honest with you, I never heard of that place ever in my life. I live under a rock.
Where is Brazil located?
I think Europe.
Europe?
Yeah.
Is that the group guess?
Europe?
No?
Asia.
It's what?
It's in Asia.
It's in Asia. Your friend is smart. It is in Asia.
Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
I suck at history. That was like my worst subject. Can we do like science?
No. Any three, you know this.
A country? Oh my jeez, this is terrible. Oh my god. A country. What, besides the US?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't.
All right, it's fine.
I can't do history, I can't.
Where is Queen Elizabeth from?
Egypt.
Egypt?
Egypt.
Brazil. Where is it?
Brazil, isn't it?
Do you know how many dimes there are in the dollar? Make up $1.
A dime is the 10 cent or the 5 cent?
You tell me.
I don't know.
Today we're asking, who invented electricity?
Alexander Hamilton? So dumb. But that's what Hamilton's
Does she,
right?
you know the answer?
Albert Einstein. Yeah, oh.
Albert Einstein is correct.
Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
Damn.
Any 3. You know this.
Canada? New Mexico, right? That's good?
Yeah.
Damn, I need one more. Damn.
Yeah, so you got Canada, New Mexico, and what?
Damn. I need to go back to school.
What is the biggest city in the world?
Europe.
It's Europe?
Yeah.
Like over there, Europe?
Yeah, that one. It's like on this. If you like look at the map.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. That's enough. Thanks.
Okay.
Who fought in the Civil War?
I don't know. You talking about president-wise?
No, the people. Who against who?
I don't know that one. I know it had to do like what with France and I don't know the other one.
France and who? You're close.
France and the British are the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So, damn, I don't know.
Who did they fight against?
Us?
Yes.
This YouTube channel is my attempt to change the world, to stop or redirect the things that are happening into a more pleasant future that I actually want to happen. If you'd like to have an effect on that, please like and subscribe. And maybe consider sharing my videos, because this one took a lot of work. Culture. What is culture? Well, for me, culture was the idea of the past that affects the future. Culture for an American is something of a strange topic, considering we're going through a cultural shift. But the whole world is, I suppose.
We're in the middle of a biodiversity mass extinction, and we're in the middle of a climate crisis, and yet we somehow need to feed a growing population at the same time. We have to make change, and we have to make big change.
It's incredibly comfortable. Now, what is this? This looks like I could make cocoa with this. What is...
Right.
What is that?
Well, that's an insect-based premium protein. It's made from molitor, which is mealworm larvae.
Insects have been a traditional food source in Southeast Asian countries, African countries, and Central American countries for centuries, for millennia.
Have you done this before?
Yeah. I think it's always been a part of the diet, the bugs, but then I think there is a truth to the survival. During the war, of course, when people were being starved, they were able to survive on things like this, and they did.
These are grasshopper kebabs. Heartily encourage that you try one.
Okay.
I did already.
That's my motto. Yeah.
So these are actual ants.
These are black ants from China.
This is a powder derived from the mealworm, and it's a insect protein just been approved by the EU for human consumption.
You're not just getting me to eat dirt, are you?
No, man, I wouldn't play you, bro. We're like one entity now.
So for them, insects are a traditional delicatessen. And of course, there will be also some areas where it's more like one of the only protein source, so it's more like for necessity. But
I am here to reveal my hidden talent, eating micro livestock, cornworms. They're still alive. I recommend them.
All over the world, and currently, even while we're still trying to push for the normalization of insects more broadly as ingredients.
Culture from my land used to be innovation, adaptation, acceptance. Now, I don't know. Our culture seems to be, for lack of a better word, trying to pervert everyone around the whole entire world.
Oh, what does she do? What do you do?
She doesn't have followers. She's got subscribers, baby.
Subscribers! I love it. I love it.
Subscribe.
God, I love your car. What do you do for a living?
Guy, he asks people what they do.
Sorry, didn't mean to
Oh,
scare
no, I'm kidding.
What do you do for a living? Sorry.
I do OnlyFans.
You do OnlyFans?
Yeah, that ass.
Oh.
I'm an accountant.
Accountant? For real? With this car?
No.
Okay.
I'm OnlyFans. I work in the adult entertainment industry.
Adult entertainment industry?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I sell feet pics.
You sell feet pics?
Yes, I do.
Really? Because I've gotten people, you actually do?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so like YouTube, TikTok, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I do all that, but also like the more X-rated version.
Oh, okay, I got it. I feel like I've seen you like before and stuff.
Maybe in a library. Sometimes I get confused for like a doctor or nurse or stepsister.
Okay, I got you. You do?
Social media.
Oh, cool. Like what kind of social media?
Should I say?
What do you do?
I do OnlyFans.
Oh!
Instead of, as in the past, exporting freedom, exporting ideals of freedom, exporting technologies that would help change the world. Instead of doing all that, we export obscenity.
Well, in case you're wondering if it's really a spiritual war we're watching, here's this news story. The Illinois Elementary School is offering an after-school Satan Club. It's sponsored by the Satanic Temple of the United States.
Recent outages have shown
coming around here what you are.
Then you're gonna end up in hell. You sell your soul. Hey,
You sold your
just tell
soul
me
for
you
a
don't
Happy
get
Meal.
pussy. Oh, what? Your wife doesn't want to give you pussy? Oh, wait, you're gay?
Look, lady,
Oh, God doesn't like that. You
what you're talking about
because
is a physical thing. We're talking about something that goes a lot deeper. You don't really love anyone except yourself.
you want to give me a hug?
I don't want to give you a hug.
You're acting like a prostitute. You're dancing on the street like a whore. I'm a repentant whore.
You used to have a lot of sex?
I've done everything she's done and worse.
Have you done anal?
No, that's evil. That's disgusting.
I think that our actions are extreme and do put us in a position of confrontation.
Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Hail, comrades! Hail, sisters and brothers, and hail Satan! We are gathered here to celebrate the spirit of humanity and the dawn of a new American era. In a season when many commemorate the birth of Christ, we commemorate our own Genesis, the enlightenment of all humanity, a revelation of our nature as written in the annals of history, a gift from Lucifer, the light bringer, the morning star, and the rebel.
We export perverseness.
I'm here because I think that any law that is gender bound, like this is one law for men, this is one law for women, is just not right. Because, I mean, I'm a woman, but my nipples are allowed to be out.
The word slut should be reclaimed because sex is just something that's fun and something that's natural that we do. We're here to support women's rights and to choose what they want to do, and they're not asking for it just because they're dressing like this or however they choose to dress.
I'm not, like, saying that people shouldn't be allowed to do what they want. I believe they should. I'm saying it's a completely another thing when, here in America at least, and most European countries, either you're forced to go along with the ideal or you're seen as some kind of anti-everything, phobic everything. And it's sad, because it isolates people, even within those odd communities of like homosexuality, for example, to where if they have the wrong ideas, they're just shunned by everyone else.
The controversial Gays Against Groomers Twitter account has been banned from Venmo, PayPal, and Google after critics accuse the account of anti-transgender hate speech.
The rally to support the natural heterosexual family. Do you think being gay is a choice?
It is a choice. I believe that firmly. I have personally had some bisexual interactions once upon a time, right? And I have repented from those sins because I know that they're wrong. If you don't accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you will go to hell.
When you see like a happy gay couple, what do you like? Do you think that they need to find a straight partner?
I think they need to find Jesus.
Decisions such as this are what have led to riots, looting, and destruction in our major cities.
There's been considerations made for adding additional letters to the LGBTQ. The one thing that's been troubling is the letter P. Do you know what the letter P stands for? It stands for pedosexual. That means that pedophiles would be glorified.
I was taught that Jesus loves everybody, regardless of who you are. So when I see Christians out here spouting like hateful messages, like you're not natural if you're gay, it's really hurtful. And I just hope that we can teach our youth that, you know, Jesus loves you no matter who you are.
Dakotans. But the American flag represents the hearts of Americans, and the LGBT flag represents the genitals of certain Americans.
Do you have kids or grandkids?
I do have kids.
Young ones, like, say, 5 years old, 10 years old?
They've grown up a little more, 21 and 14.
Okay. Well, just supposing they were, say, 5, 10 years old, and they drove by and they seen that flag and asked what it was, wouldn't you be embarrassed to tell them?
Do you have gay friends or family?
I have a family member right now that's struggling with that.
What's the struggle for them?
He views himself as gay. I have told him on the phone, that isn't your purpose. It's your potential, but it's not your purpose.
What's his purpose?
To grow up into a young man, to become a husband and a father. Tense moments in Modesto today as counter-protesters show up to an anti-LGBTQ protest there. Video from the scene shows the two sides clashing on a sidewalk during the so-called Straight Pride rally. Police put out a general warning the morning ahead of this event. By 11:30, an unlawful assembly was declared and police began shutting down streets.
Tense moments and heated exchanges at Dearborn School Board meeting Thursday night as parents, residents, and community stakeholders sounded off on LGBTQ books in the district's library system.
But have no fear, because the state lawmakers in Oklahoma are focusing all their energy on punishing transgender people. In fact, going so far as to potentially charging doctors who provide gender-affirming care with felonies. Now, this isn't a law yet, but it is a proposal that was just announced by the state Senate in Oklahoma. And here's what the bill reads. A physician or other healthcare professional shall not provide gender transition procedures to any individual under, get this, 26 years of age. So if you're an adult between the ages of 18 and 25, you're not allowed to make decisions about gender-affirming care for yourself, because the nanny state has decided you're not allowed to make those decisions for yourself. But let me continue. A physician or other healthcare professional shall not refer any individual under 26 years of age to any healthcare professional for gender transition procedures. And by the way, the bill does define what gender transition procedures means. They say that it's any form of gender-affirming care.
Last week, Russia's lower parliament voted unanimously to extend Russia's laws around what it calls LGBTQ propaganda. They nicknamed the legislation the answer to Antony Blinken Law because the U.S. Secretary of State criticized the move as a serious blow to freedom of expression. The United States of America have become the global center of sodomy, said the parliamentary chairman. Under Russia's new law, anyone deemed to be promoting same-sex relationships through speech or images can be fined thousands of dollars. Foreigners could end up in prison.
There's just so much hate in this world. I wish I could do something about it. Wish I could fix it. Or, I don't know, be the bridge of peace.
Yahiko, Nagato. 彼らの意志は消えない。私もナルトを信じてる。今度は彼が平和の架け橋になる男だと。
That everyone can use to connect with each other. Because I have no problem talking with people even if I disagree with them. To try to come to some kind of consensus or understanding. But no one seems to want to do that. There's just so much hate. Maybe that's why, I guess, there's so much. War is crazy. War really sucks. War is terrible, but I mean, hey, at least we're not fighting against people who think that we're legitimately evil and are gonna start recruiting Americans to help them. I mean, like, Russia would never do that, right? Right?
You were a hero to your country, giving your best years in the army. You dreamed of defeating evil. You dreamed of doing much to make America great again. But in reality, you saw criminal others, the destruction of nations, the death of civilians, and all for the will of a bunch of families who thought they were earthly gods, deciding who would live under their rule and who would be destroyed. You began to realize that this is the side of evil. This is not the America the founding fathers dreamed of. It has become the focus of the evil that is destroying the whole world. And today, the only country fighting this evil is Russia. If you're a true patriot of the very future great America, join the ranks of the warriors of Russia. Help defeat evil, or it will be too late for everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they don't have, like, MIRV nuclear warheads that could split apart and take out, I don't know, the size of Texas with just one bomb. Like, that'd be really bad then.
According to the report, the weapon can be able to carry 10 or more warheads and decoys, and has the capability of firing over either of the Earth's poles with a range of 11,000 to 18,000 kilometers.
Wow, okay. Well, I mean, at least they don't have, like, the ability to make nuclear tsunamis, right? Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
The Poseidon torpedoes are due to be delivered to the special-purpose nuclear-powered submarine Belgorod. A pro-Vladimir Putin figure, Dmitry Kiselyov, said that these torpedoes would be capable of causing a 500-meter high tidal wave of radioactive seawater, and that they could plunge Britain into the depths of the sea.
Well, that sucks. Wow, at least we're not, sending them supplies still. Oh, we are? Oh, shit, well, at least we're not sending them, like, you know, real weapons of war, like tanks or something they can use to attack Russia and get us all killed. Right?
Sources telling CNN the Biden administration is finalizing a deal to send American-made Abrams tanks to the battlefield.
Wow. Okay, at least we don't have soldiers over there, like, teaching them how to fight or something inside of Ukraine. Like, that would be crazy. Like, we might as well be at war by then, like, if we're there, right? Right?
In the snow in western Ukraine, American soldiers training with Ukrainian troops, members of Florida's National Guard showing them the ropes with US-supplied weapons.
Wow, okay, wow, I mean, at least good old Putin, he's gotta be bluffing, right? Like, he wouldn't actually, like, nuke us or anything. I mean, he's definitely gotta be bluffing.
И при угрозе территориальной целостности нашей страны, для защиты России и нашего народа, мы, безусловно, используем все имеющиеся в нашем распоряжении средства. Это не блеф.
Well, we might all be fucked, but shit, at least we all get to die together? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
No one knows exactly what the future has in store. But one startup company says avoiding threats from any potential natural disasters, viruses, and wars doesn't have to come at the expense of your comfort.
Thinking of the Cold War's doomsday planners is a strange mentality. It's okay to destroy the planet and kill nearly everyone on it. Because if you're one of the elite, you get to survive.
Okay, well, I guess not all of us will die. Probably just most of us then. Or hey, maybe none of us at all. Maybe, somehow this will be averted. Hopefully. It would be terrible to have another great war. Especially one in my lifetime. But it looks like it's going downhill. And by it's, I mean the world.
There's a new study by the World Bank that says the globe may be headed towards a recession next year, along with a string of financial crises in emerging markets.
The Science and Security Board moved the hands of the doomsday clock forward, largely, though not exclusively, because of the mounting dangers in the war in Ukraine. We moved the clock forward the closest it has ever been to midnight. It is now 90 seconds to midnight.
Well, that's it for this video anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please share this or send it out. I hope you have a good day, and I hope nothing bad happens to any of us. Goodbye. War never changes.
Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple psychotic rage.
In the year 2077, Oh, shit. This is the plot of Fallout 3. Sorry, guys.